everybody, Angie B here with today's vlog, and I'm super excited because today's vlog is about The Stand, my favorite book of all time. Holy crap, I love this book. It is one of my missions in life to make sure everyone I know reads The Stand at least once in their life. Holy crap, words cannot really fully explain just why and how much I love The Stand, but I'm going to try really hard. Okay, The Stand is by Stephen King, who is probably my favorite author ever. Sometimes it fluctuates between Stephen King and Terry Pratchett, but Stephen King has had my heart a lot longer. He probably keeps it in a little jar on his desk. He's had my heart a lot longer than Terry Pratchett has. First Stephen King book I ever read was It, when I was 8 years old. And the first time I read The Stand, I was 13 years old, I was in 8th grade, and it just blew me out of the water. To this day, almost 10 years later, it remains my favorite book of all time. It's nudged out Harry Potter, it nudged out Caleb Carr's The Alienist, it nudged out Good Omens by Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman. This book will always be my favorite book. It just has so much in it that I love. This book is just a culmination of everything that is awesome in literature, in my opinion. I think it's Stephen King's best book ever, although he constantly says that it's not his favorite book and that he's not as proud of this book as he is of some of the others. I still think that it's his best book ever, and it's usually widely regarded as his most popular and favorite book, for good reason. The plot of The Stand, if you have no idea, this super disease, this super flu that the U.S. Army creates that's called Captain Trips, gets out by mistake, and it just devastates the U.S. Probably the world too, but we really just only hear about the U.S. 99% of the population is killed by this disease. The first 300, 400 pages of the book, because you have to read the unabridged version, 1,153 pages of pure awesomeness. The first 300-400 pages is just about the effects of Captain Trips, the way it ravages the country, and about the main characters and how the disease affects them, and how it touches upon the lives of the people they love and the people they know. Then, after the disease has run its course, comes the epic battle of good versus evil. This is one of the best, huge universal clashes of good and evil that has ever been put into a book. The good side is led by a 108-year-old woman named Mother Abigail, and her group amasses in Colorado and tries to start rebuilding society, starts to create new relationships, found families. It's just awesome and heartwarming. Meanwhile, though, in Las Vegas, the forces of evil are amassing, and they're led by a man known as the Walking Dude. Okay, Randall Flagg. And pretty soon, it becomes apparent that the evil forces in Las Vegas are determined to wipe out the good people in Colorado. The bad people in Las Vegas get a hold of a nuclear weapon, and so, of course, the good people have to take a stand. They have to fight against the evil people, and it's just so great. Oh my gosh. I love this book so much because I have this weird fondness for apocalyptic Armageddon type stories. Something about an apocalyptic landscape just really appeals to me in a weird way, and I can't really explain it fully. It's just that I love stories that take place in a world where all the previous constraints and rules and regulations of society have been completely erased. People basically have to start over from scratch, okay? There's no police, there's no government, there's no taxation, there's no need for money or telephone numbers or titles or uniforms. Something about the purity of a world where all of the useless, trivial stuff of the day-to-day life is erased, it just really appeals to me. And The Stand is so awesome because it completely clears off all the useless stuff in order to make the fight between good and evil that much more visceral, that much more emotional. Because people aren't tied down with the useless, aspects of society anymore. It's really just the important things in life that you hold on to in a post-apocalyptic world. Love and friendship and doing the right thing and protecting each other. And The Stand is just so awesome. It's a fantastic book. Stephen King has this wonderful ability to write completely three-dimensional characters. His bad guys, some of them aren't entirely bad. Some of them are just weak or cowardly or cruel. His good guys have their flaws. They're selfish, they're jealous, they're greedy. And it's just, he does such a good job of making you really love characters and really hate other characters. And this guy, he is not afraid. He is not afraid to do the worst. He does not pull his punches. He writes characters that are so amazing, and you just fall completely head over heels in love with them. And then he kills them, and it's tragic, and it's heartbreaking, but it's real. Because not all of the good people are going to survive in this huge confrontation of good and evil. And it's just, the sacrifices are so valiant and so admirable, and oh, I love The Stand so much. It's almost ridiculous how much I love The Stand. First time I read it I was 13, and ever since then I've read it at least once a year, if not twice. It's got great quotes in it, it's got great commentary on society and human nature, some of the best characters ever written in literature, in my opinion. Stu Redman will always be my favorite character in The Stand, because he's so incredible. He's just this, good old boy from Texas that comes from humble beginnings and has had a really rough life, and he just rises to the occasion and becomes this amazing hero. And I love the love story that King writes for him, and I love Nick Andros. Nick Andros is amazing. He's so heroic and so courageous and so just admirable. And Tom Cullen is probably my second favorite character because he's adorable, and yet he's just, I love Tom Cullen too. Oh my gosh. If you've never read The Stand, please read The Stand. This book probably changed my life. I know that it's a book, and I know that it's just a novel, and that it's about a post-apocalyptic world which has nothing to do with me, but it's just, this book has inspired me and has driven me creatively, and it's amazing. I love The Stand. I even like the miniseries, which, of course, a miniseries is never going to compare to the actual book, and they had to leave out plenty of stuff, and what have you. They changed things around, they combined characters and things like that, but the miniseries was actually pretty good, and I love Gary Sinise as Stu, because I think he's almost perfect as Stu. I love Rob Lowe as Nick. Stephen King himself has some great cameos in the miniseries. And Jamie Sheridan, okay? Jamie Sheridan is on Law & Order Criminal Intent. And every time I see him on Law & Order Criminal Intent, I'm always like, it's Randall Flagg! It's the walking dude! Get him off the TV! He's evil and he's made of crows! And, oh god, this book is just so good. It really has something for everybody. There's dark fantasy because of the prophetic dreams and the visions and all this cool stuff. There's horror elements to it. There's action and adventure. There's romance. It's just a great book. It will make you think. It will make you feel. It'll rip your heart out a couple of times, but when you get done with the whole book, I can guarantee you it will make an impact on you. So if you've never read The Stand, check it out. It's my favorite Stephen King book. It's my favorite book of all time. And that's a pretty hallowed position. I have a lot of favorite books. But this book even beat out Caleb Carr's The Alienist. It beat out Richard Adams' Watership Down. It beat out Harry Potter. It beat out Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman's Good Omens. So this book is something special if it beat out all of those other fantastic books. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's vlog. I really hope you find a copy of The Stand. Don't let the length deter you, okay? It's an awesome book, and it's a great page-turner. As soon as you get immersed in the world, you won't even realize that you've read 500 pages until you look and you're like, holy crap, I'm on page 905. Check out The Stand. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Check you later.